Romy and Tristan both maybe unlikely to be ready. Is that your backup plan?
Yeah, I mean, he's had some experience there. Connor too. We'll see where the roster goes, but we'll have a few guys over there. Sogi has done it before, so
Did you
just
put Eaton there at all?
no.
What did you just in general think of the infield drills today and kind of how the group looked up?
Good. You know, converting outs is important. You saw they had the clock and all that. We're doing everything that can help them to kind of like put pressure on them. So far, so good. I like, when we split them up, I like the young guys, to see what we have. That's the most important thing from my standpoint. I know Trevor is going to make plays, and Caleb is going to make plays. Rogers is going to help Marcel at second base, and actually Wilson looks really good at first. But just to be around the other guys, see what they have, see what Romero can do at third and at second, just to be prepared. You never know what can happen.
Last year at the beginning of camp, we were on Bregman watch if he's going to be at second or third, stuck him at third and didn't move around. The way you have guys doing drills right now, are you keeping that the same way for the rest of camp?
I know Caleb will take grounded at second at one point, but I just want to make sure they get settled, right, and go from there. I truly believe Marcelo will benefit from more reps at second base. Third base for him, everything is very similar to shortstop. Caleb played 16 games at second base, so he'll get some work. Probably work with Flo on the backfields or here in the turf. Talking about the turns or starting to play, but I think everybody will benefit from reps, but we'll make a decision probably sooner rather than later. We're not going to be waiting.
Do you view Romy as somebody that can play third for you guys frequently?
We got to get him healthy first.
If
so.
healthy. Or do you prefer him?
We moving around. I mean, his best position is second base.
How is he kind of progressing?
No baseball activities. Only can play catch. So we'll take it day by day.
Is this what you sort of expected when you got the injection, or is it kind of you're getting a little?
I think the injection takes time. So it's been a tough offseason for him as far as the shoulder. So I know he's frustrated. I don't want to say disappointed because injuries are part of it, and he's dealt with this throughout his career. But not being able to be with the team out there, I know that hurts him.
When you look at who's behind, obviously there's a ton of time before opening day. You look at Romy, Cutter, and Tristan as guys that are clearly not with the rest of the group.
I think Tristan is limited in certain things, but he's actually moving really well. But we have to make sure the workload, is consistent with the rehab. But he's moving really well. Cutter, he has an up-down, a bullpen next, probably behind everybody else. But it's still early. You never know what can happen in a week, right? And then Romy is the one that there's no baseball activities, so he's behind.
Does Casas look better than you thought maybe at this point?
Yes. Yeah. He's moving well. I saw him jumping for some throws yesterday, moving to his right, to his left. I mean, it's impressive. He made the decision to stay here in the off season, and the medical team, the trainers, and the strength and conditioning coaches, they did an amazing job with him. I'm very happy with him, very happy for him.
Alex, sé que lo has mencionado ya en inglés, pero quiero preguntarte acerca de ese plan en la primera base y específicamente cómo encaja ahí Wilson Contreras, ya que tuvo un gran año defensivo en la primera almohadilla el año pasado.
No, Wilson es nuestra primera base. Es un bateador nato, le da dura la bola, son buenos turnos, un turno de calidad, es un veterano que ha ganado series mundiales y el año pasado jugó muy bien la primera base. Lo he visto en los entrenamientos y se ve la confianza que tiene. Tiene muy buenas manos, muy buenos pies y el brazo juega. Así que estamos bien contentos con la manera que él jugó primera base el año pasado para los Cardenales y lo que puede pasar aquí.
Él es uno de 12 jugadores que van al Clásico Mundial. ¿Qué plan han manejado ustedes internamente para que ellos cumplan con estar listos para una temporada 2026, pero obviamente también representar a su
Primero ponerlos listos para el clásico, entendiendo que es un compromiso que hicieron ellos con su país. Nuestro trabajo ahora mismo es tratar de darle las repeticiones que necesitan para que cuando llegue marzo 3 o 4 puedan jugar nueva entrada. Hay situaciones diferentes. Abreu va a jugar left field para Venezuela, Durán va a jugar right field para México, Wilson puede jugar primera, puede ser el bateador designado. So, nuestro compromiso ahora mismo es, y creo que es para beneficio de nosotros, asegurarnos de que estén cómodos en sus posiciones para que cuando vayan para allá estén ellos cómodos con sus equipos.
La implementación.
You stuck with Jaron against lefties a lot 2 years ago, maybe a little less last year. How do you view that matchup this year?
I think it's early. Look at the roster. So we have some decisions to make, and whenever we decide that, then we decide how we're gonna use them, on a daily basis.
And you said there's guys that you want to get at bats against lefties,
Willie.
especially in the
I want Willie. I would love Willie to get at bats against lefties, and it's not only the bat is the defense. This is the best defender in the game in right field. So more reps of Willie and Sedan out there is better for the pitchers. And we're talking run prevention. We've been talking about that since we pivot after Alex, right? And it'll be good for those two guys to play a lot of games.
Do you want to see Marcelo get more at bats against lefties?
We'll get there when we get there. I think always there's a progression, right? I've done it since 2008 with 18 with Rafi. So we just have to make sure he's healthy, right? And see what happens over camp, and hopefully he can take the baton and run and win the position, whatever position it is, and then we'll decide how many at bats he gets.
How would you describe what you saw offensively from Marcelo last year? Obviously, defense was the calling card, but a little more streaky at the plate.
I don't want to say streaky. He swung a lot and he chased a lot, but then towards the end, he was getting locked in. He's still a kid. They're kids, and you saw it with Christian, you saw it with Marcelo, you've seen it with Casas, with Jaron. It's part of the progression. It's the big leagues.
With Duran, you said last week that you had a pretty clear idea in your head of what his role might look like this year. Have you talked with him about what you envisioned?
No, just like he said, we haven't talked about roles. So I'll talk about roles when we get closer. My goal right now is to get him ready for the tournament. Hopefully he can play 9 innings March 3rd. He's going to play right field for Mexico, so you'll see him in right field most of the time. Hopefully we can get him in games playing that position, get him ready, because I think it's fair for the player, fair for the federation, and fair for us. If he's going to play right field, he better be ready, because it'd be hard for me to be watching a game and then all of a sudden he gets hurt, because he wasn't prepared for that.
Would you put that skill to use when he comes back to right field?
Here?
Yeah.
We
Braves,
can-
once in a while.
We got our best. We had the best defender in the big leagues. Of course, we will need somebody else because we got to give him some days, but we'll see where you're at. Roman played great in right field last year too.
Alex, how much can it help Roman to be in the WBC as part of his development?
Be great, man. You got Kyle, so I know he has a relationship with Alex, but I'm gonna talk to him. Being around Kyle, who crushed lefties last year, that's gonna be good for him to pick up his brain. You guys know how I feel about the big man in New York. Leadership and consistency and expectations. It'll be awesome for him to be around him. It's a good coaching staff. It's a good experience, and he's going to play for, that's the reason he accepted, because he's going to play the majority of the games. So, it'll be cool to see him play. He's in a great spot physically, and something he really wanted to do it, and I'm excited about him.
Did you talk to DeRosa about it?
I talked to him a little bit, yeah.
Alex, quería preguntarte sobre Ranger Suárez, su llegada. ¿Qué te agrega él a tu rotación este año?
Calidad, contacto débil, ponches, no hay bases por bolas, y una persona que es bien consistente con su preparación y con la manera que ataca el juego. No tiene pulso, dice la gente, y luce que es así.
there's always a media guide height in any sport, and what guys' real heights are. Did you find out anybody was taller or shorter than you thought today? And
I hope they were shorter.
how is this going to work, though? The technology will go with how it's just strict based on the height. What if a guy crouches down more?
It's the height.
It's the height.
Yeah, so you can crouch, but it's your height. So that's going to be interesting with certain guys because you're so used to one strike zone, and it doesn't matter how tall or low, whatever. That's your strike zone.
Has Major League Baseball explained everything to guys?
They'll be here Wednesday.
They'll be here Wednesday.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo ustedes manejan una estrategia acerca del automatic strike system? ¿Cuál es el approach, tanto para el pitcher como para el bateador?
Darle la opción al catcher a que tome la decisión, porque él es el que en realidad tiene la misma visión que el árbitro. Tratar de mantener tus retos lo más que puedas, especialmente para la última tercera parte del juego, y seguir aprendiendo. A lo mejor entrando a Cincinnati tenemos una estrategia y cuando vayamos a Houston decidimos cambiarla. Así que va a ser un proceso de tratar y ver si funciona y seguir mejorando durante la temporada.
Pero tendrá libre albedrío, tanto el catcher como el bateador en este caso, para llamar el reto.
Lo más seguro nosotros vamos a dejar a los catchers que hagan eso y el bateador algunos.
In terms of non-roster invitees, anybody behind there? Physically, anyone dealing with anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did Tanner end up throwing to them?
Yes, I think, but I didn't see him. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on. That sucked. My bad.
Barrios is on the non-thrower.
Yeah, Barrios is on throw. Yeah, my bad.
Should have asked me.
We're good. Thank you.
I saw Tanner.
Yeah.
You look good.